Welcome back to Arkham Asylum. We're gonna have to make a trip to our makeshift bat cave, but on our way to our makeshift bat cave, we have Pi here to deliver us a tape that I think is in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, thank you,
Why
Pi.
don't you leave it out all the way in this rundown cabin?
Oh, yes, sorry. I know I was supposed to join for the first time in this playthrough, but work caught up with me. But I love Arkham Asylum, so...
It's fine. Like I mentioned before, I'm trying to be really fluid when it comes to attendance here, so I'm not gonna get on anyone's case if they're like early or late for a part. So yeah, right now Joker's just trying to play his jokery tricks on Dr. Young here. But while he does that, Pi, if you have any experience with the Arkham games, how would you like to lay it down for us?
Actually, why not just in Arkham, but Batman in general?
I kind of grew up with Batman as a kid, and when I discovered the Arkham games, like, online one day, it was like a full-on playthrough of the entire Arkhamverse. Like, it was literally like a 12-hour-long video. And I love the series. I own some of the comics. I just recently bought the first 3 games of the trilogy, I think. Or the first 2 for my brother. But turns out, ironically, he doesn't like Batman much as I do.
Aww.
But hey, maybe once I get to play him, I'll get to play him.
Also, that voice on the interview tape sounded familiar.
That's Cree
that's Dr. Young, but-
Cree Summers.
Or that.
Cree Summers.
That too. That is also for 2 reasons that sound familiar. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, you're fine. But yeah, Kree voices her, and yeah, not gonna lie, Kree is also one of my favorite voice actresses. Like whether it be on this, Susie from Rugrats. I know she was also number 5 in Kids Next Door.
Who do I have to bat beat down to get my meds?
That's where I discovered her from.
I'm sorry. When I look in his face, it had this. Hear me out. That look, the look of intensity in that Batman silhouette had the exact same intensity of freaking Pumbaa looking accusatorily into Timon's eyes,
Are you talking to me?
asking
mean,
if he
you're
was
not
picking his
wrong.
nose.
Were you picking
Oh,
your
I get it,
nose?
like the whole thing of like, yeah, it's like Joker. Were you just picking your
What?
nose? No, I had an itch on the inside.
It had the same glare, and okay, so we got a new combo attack.
Nice.
Yay.
I love the fighting style in this game. Oh, so beautiful,
Yeah.
so fluid.
Free flow.
Haja! And ragdoll animations. You can't beat ragdoll animations in this game.
Does it? I guess I'm part of me is kind of worried, mainly because I played Kingdom Hearts, and although as much as I love Kingdom Hearts, I can agree sometimes the combat can get a little, like, press this button to win. Are you ever worried about the combat getting a little too like?
You're late for your appointment. Very rude.
Hi.
Just to bring Pi up to speed, at this point, we've just finished taking care of Bane.
Oh, yeah. I know this game by heart, so yeah.
But I guess to answer your question, Logan, I personally don't think it's that way, just because of just how generally engaging I find it, and plus it does have, like, its own little, like, I guess risk and reward in a sense of, like, the thing that's always satisfying with me when it comes to playing the combat in the Arkham games is trying to maintain, like, a really high combo, and, like, if you get hit at all, the combo sits back to 0, so you always gotta stay on your feet if you want to keep that combo up, and also, like, gives you access to, like, a bunch of special moves, like, particularly the ones in, like, City Onward.
Who is it?
Yeah, fix that in a second.
Joker here.
Yes, Mark Hamill. Oh, beautiful man. I discovered him as the Joker first before discovering him as Luke Skywalker, of all things.
I think
I mean-
I did too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, it's like that weird thing you realize when, like, it's something you don't really take into account when you're younger, but when you're older and realize, oh wait, he was also Luke Skywalker. It's like, wow, what a range this actor has.
That's a juxtaposition right there. No, not as weird as seeing Jack Nicholson in a comedy drama on Netflix with Paul Rudd and Reese Witherspoon and Owen Wilson. That was weird.
I'll have to take your word on that. Oh, yeah, one thing when you're exploring the island, that door is always going to be locked, so you have to use this particular exit.
Ah. Oh, hey.
It doesn't take long, though.
Riddler. You have very small cameo in this until the second game, which I shall be for, because that is the best Arkham game. Third one,
Oh, I agree.
Sorry, it was someone picking up a purchase.
ah.
Gotcha. Anyway, while we're on our way, I want to go over here because You see that teeter-totter set?
Yes.
Yes.
That is actually a riddle, because see those little beanie hats? They belong to
Tweedledee and
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yes.
Oh, saucy. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll get that out of the way. I know you guys heard me say it, but I'll say it for pie's sake. In terms of Arkham Asylum, as far as I'm handling the Riddler stuff, I'm only gonna focus on ones that just happen to be in my way. Like, if there's a trophy that I happen to be nearby, I'll go ahead and get it. But I'm not gonna make getting the Riddler stuff a big priority in this playthrough.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
unfortunately, this is one of for this playthrough, the Riddler will get away.
Yeah. Don't worry.
But don't worry, we'll get him in Arkham City. Boy, will we get him in Arkham
Yes,
City.
yes, we will. Shall get our revenge on Tullis Red. That is his voice actor.
And I would say, yeah, there's no way a Batarang can take down a single guy. It would just probably stun him at the most.
Well, it's funny you say that. Like, if you have a particular upgrade and a particularly high enough combo during the middle of a fight, you actually can be able to... Yeah, that's my bad. Sometimes I forget to...
No, but I just love
sometimes
how
forget to set my...
I loved how uselessly just went... just tinked off of it. It's just, well...
And
yeah,
even
it's
did
like-
an awesome
that-
zoom and everything.
But
Yeah,
yeah, sorry,
that's
continue with the upgrade you get.
Okay, well, first off, the reason that I did the Batarang like that pointlessly is that I sometimes forget to make sure I have my weapons preset before I use them. So that's why I just threw a Batarang instead of using the explosive gel.
Oh, that makes sense.
But anyway, also just going back to what I was saying beforehand is that, like you say, like the Batarang can't knock out someone. If you have like a high enough combo and you buy a certain upgrade, you can be able to like use a quick fire Batarang to instantly knock out a goon for good.
Ah.
My family's blood ran through the
Now for another exciting episode of Old Man Chatters.
Ah.
Again, is this supposed to be some... Did this guy just leave these encrypted, like, ancient speak? Or is this like a
Basically.
disembodied, like, haunted voice?
It's kind of both. Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and spoil it since we're not going to find all of them in this playthrough. This whole thing tells the story of Amadeus Arkham, and it ends with a guy that believes himself to be the reincarnation of Amadeus Arkham. It's believed to be Quincy Sharp. Or revealed to be Quincy Sharp.
Oh.
I mean, consider the fact they both share the same exact actor and the same kind of voice. Kind of makes sense.
Kind of makes sense. When you get overpowered as a warden of Arkham, you do go a little bit nuts in a nut house.
The asylum. Yeah, asylums are run by crazy people for crazy people.
Huzzah!
Of crazy people.
Kind of sounds like America in a nutshell.
But we're going to talk about less crazy things, like a man in a bat suit flying off the edge of an island.
Absolutely not. So where is this bat? Okay, and I was gonna say, thank goodness this is the actual bat cave, because at first I thought, really, a giant cave directly to the left of the big building. Nobody ever thought to look inside it, but no, it's actually a little more elaborate than that.
Batman's smart. He's one of the smartest detectives. Give him some credit, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
This ain't Adam West Batman. Though he is still one of my favorite Batmans.
Yeah, that won't be a thing until Arkham Origins.
Yes.
So yeah, apparently Batman built this Batcave in his spare time.
Well, when you're a billionaire, you have money to spare.
Yeah, that is true.
And from what I remember hearing, it was built near a popular suicide spot.
Ah. Like how Logan went.
That's how I found it in the first place.
That dropped off. That dropped off the cool level significantly.
Well, to be fair, who's going to look for a Batcave at a suicide spot?
I don't know if people want to use it as a suicide spot.
Jeez, okay, so that's what the whole cliff was for.
Yes.
Interesting.
See? He's smart.
But yeah, back to the plot. Batman is now, because he's basically running a test on the stuff that Bane was being pumped with earlier. It's called Titan, which is basically like a much more potent version of Venom, but it's still very experimental, and without it being properly euthanized, or whatever the word is, it pretty much turns into, you know that big hulking brute that Joker had earlier?
Yes.
It turns him into that.
It turned him into a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, and this will be more prevalent throughout the games.
So it's a sort of Titan formula?
Yes.
Yep.
What am I saying?
And actually, you say that, Pi, in their credit, it's only really a thing in this game and one side mission in City. After that, they kind of dropped Titan pretty good in the series.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the whole Joker formula kind of thing.
No, you're fine. But yeah, now we have our Bat Claw, which this handy little device will let us be able to pretty much latch onto and pull things. Like, for example, if I can get to them, like those boxes that were in our path, we can pull them down and out of our way. And don't mind me doing this here. This is technically something for a much later upgrade.
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, but I won't spoil.
Oh yeah, I'm here too, by the way.
Hey,
Yes.
Sheila.
Oh yeah,
There.
Seely's here.
I was gonna say, why didn't anybody mention me?
By the way, who put those boxes there?
Clearly, Batman.
Well,
needs
we
to
were
work
waiting
on-
we were waiting for you to speak up.
Right, and also clearly Batman needs to fire Alfred for such lackadaisical like organization of his boxes to just leave him around. Someone could get hurt. Oh,
Oh God! The mighty Batman. He has fallen.
Okay, I'll also make another confession. Sometimes when I record these through my laptop, I sometimes forget to recheck my brightness settings. So dark areas like this kind of make me realize, oh right, no floor.
Alright, no more.
That happened to me too recently.
but I should say, whether you meant to or not, what was that system that we just saw there, where if you're falling off of a
basically-
bottomless pit, you do get like a little like out?
Yeah, basically, like, but whenever you fall into a there's technically no real deaths via bottomless pits, because Batman will always grapple up to the nearest bit of land if he happens to fall into one.
Batman
I'll be
looks
right
so
back.
Okay.
impatient. Okay, see, Batman looks so impatient with this
Come on, finish up so I can take you down.
Yeah, I like doing this kind of stuff.
He doesn't even like turn his head just a little bit to the right or left, whatever I'm looking at. He's like, oh hi, I'm kind of in the middle of a oh, it's Batman. Oh shit, it's Batman.
Why do I smell bat funk all of a sudden?
Oh, Mark Hamill, you're so hot.
But he's so old.
You do know he's like in his 60s or 70s, right?
I don't care. You know this is me you're talking about, right?
I reckon so.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm having a
I
little
don't like
hot
that.
sport with Mads Mikkelsen at the one of my friends is getting me back into Death Stranding. So,
I love that it's like Joker, like, make that paraplegic, it's like, Joker, I don't take kindly to that. My best friend's a paraplegic.
I was also gonna say, like, I was like, yeah, that conversation wasn't going anywhere anyway. Oh boy, more of this stuff.
You know, I have a friend who's a paraplegic.
Oh.
Same paraplegic that you crippled.
oh.
That's what I was referencing.
It looks like a Spider-Man symbol, even though that's technically a beetle.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a beetle. I don't know what it is with Arkham and beetles.
Well, because I'm trying to think. Only if we had Matt here, he'll probably explain more of the Batman lore.
I was gonna say because they're a fan of '60s rock and roll.
Or it's kind of like an
Maybe.
ancient Egypt kind of thing, like with gods and all that.
Okay, yeah, that is something that annoys me. The Batclaw kind of has a limited reach, so I won't be able to get that Riddler trophy.
Not yet. Not until you get a very special gadget.
We need the long claw. Oh,
Doof.
hey guys.
I mean, you could use the back claw like the tutorial says, but who cares about that? We could just use a good old fashioned batarang.
Or good ass butt
Yeah.
whooping.
Oh, there you go.
I was about to say, we don't need the bat claw. We got the bat fist.
Or
So
the
that's
bat
chain.
whooping ass. Bat whooping ass.
But that is one thing.
Boom.
Okay, we get
But
it.
that is one thing that also. I was about to say that is one thing that also does
Sweet
help.
hammer
with
of
the combat.
justice.
I was about to say that is one thing that does help with the combat, Logan. Is that like whenever you get a new gadget, there's also a quickfire version of it that you can use with combat, and that does apply. That does apply to, like James mentioned, the Batclaw here, and pretty much a lot of his gadgets. Like, well, in the first game, it's only for the claw.
Jeez,
about to
I don't
say-
think his spine's supposed to bend that far
Yeah.
forward.
Anyway, for the first game, it's only with the Batclaw and the Batarang that have the quickfire action. It's not until City where a lot more of your gadgets can be quickly used like that in combat.
Ah.
And I assume that stretched further into your muscle memory issues with this game.
Sort of, yeah.
Shut up, Riddler.
Well, I don't know. That one was pretty obvious to see.
Oh, and are you taunting the Batman again?
I am going to beat him, Bev. Oh yeah, tape with Killer Croc.
My name is Dr. Gretchen Whistler. Do you understand me?
Well, language.
So I guess I should ask in terms of like, history with these guys. Is this guy just supposed to be a mutant from something?
Basically, he kind of has this rare skin disorder that kind of messes with his skin to give him like this crockly appearance. Speaking of crockly,
Oh, hi.
Oh, Killer Croc's here.
yeah, I will say there are some versions of him that kind of exaggerate how croc-like he is, but it's all supposed to be like the result of like a severe skin condition, and
Huh.
that combined with how people can generally be dicks about that kind of stuff, kind of gave him a bit of a nasty outlook on life.
Yeah,
And
it
then
made
what
him
made him
eat
super
people. Yeah, he eats people in this.
So he's just a
So-
full-on
He's-
cannibal.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's kind of like that in a lot of adaptations.
Yeah. I just like to point it out.
It's fine.
I mean, I could imagine if he was around during like the Hanna-Barbera era of DC animation, I could just imagine him literally being a literal killer croc.
Yeah.
Also, I guess this entire time, Dr. Young was being. I guess it just said Dr. Young's whole research was being funded by Joker without her even realizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once she found out who she was working for, she tried to back out like sin. But as you can tell, Joker isn't really gonna have that without a fight.
Yeah. Joker
Right.
doesn't take too kindly for people to back down out of his deals.
Sorry, Dollface, I don't take no for an answer.
Pretty much.
Shrewd businessman. But no.
So
okay,
I
go
want to
ahead.
say, okay, so just real quick, areas like this are special because you cannot grapple onto ledges because of how loose the floor is. So you're gonna have to do some good old-fashioned Tomb Raider platforming in these areas.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it makes sense considering this game was published by IDOS.
We are the Bat
But
Raider.
anyway, before I forget, Celie, aside from the animated series and Batman Beyond, have there been like any other Batman shows or movies that you've seen or want to see?
Didn't she leave?
Didn't she go BRB like a while ago?
Well, she did.
And I'm sorry,
Yeah,
the
she
timing.
did.
And I'm
I
sorry, the
think she
timing
did.
of that was
Yeah.
perfect. Didn't she leave? I'm sorry, the timing of that was also perfect. Of like, didn't she leave a while ago? Batman, exactly. I was like, damn, he is the best detective in the world.
Yeah, he can literally see right through the fourth wall.
Pretty much.
Dang. So chill.
Batman is with us.
Again, that was like his whole like original thing. Is would you argue, since some people call him the best detective in the world, could you argue he's one of the smartest people in the world?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
Oh yeah, this is Oracle.
Yep, Barbara Gordon. But
Yep.
actually, I was about to say, bringing up that whole fourth wall shit, I could just imagine it would be completely out of place. But just picture this in the Arkham universe, Batmite.
Oh
I-
no.
I won't lie, and I'm being real here. I won't lie, especially if you've heard of that. It was like the second Wolfenstein game, the new modern one, the new Colossus.
The new Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had this guy who I need to look more into the cutscenes about it, but I guess the whole thing was he tried a drug, and then when he had the drug, it made him start hallucinating, and they actually hallucinated a like fully like 20 like. It couldn't have been 60 frames per second, but it was like it was like a fully smooth like 2D animated like chameleon that the guy was hallucinating, and they superimposed it on the 3D.
Oh.
And I could see Batmite working if they did something like that, where it's like this 2D
You know
animated
what?
character with them.
You know what? I know Matt spends forever and a day harking about it. I would gladly take that as the hallucination Batman has in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
He just hallucinates Batmite the whole time.
Okay, after this, I'll find you that cutscene I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm sure Mr. Jones is gonna be nice.
What happened to the other one? Did they get eaten?
He does eat people, but he doesn't eat different doctors in these.
Okay, good. They'll probably be too smart to his taste.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
There
back,
you
Seeley.
are. Okay, so real quick, while you're back, sis, I want to ask you, aside from Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond, have there been any other Batman shows and movies that you want to see or have an interest in seeing?
The Killing Joke is one of them.
Ooh, good choice. I've seen that. It's not that bad of an adaptation, but it's really good.
I would say,
Wait a minute.
disregarding the... Excuse me?
Never mind. You go ahead.
I was about to say, disregarding the, for lack of a better way of putting it, controversial stuff they added onto it, I do think The Killing Joke on its own is a really good story.
Yeah. Well, it turns out
Yeah.
that the guy who did that one scene with those two characters was a big fan of that couple.
Go figure.
Yep.
Even though it doesn't make a lot of sense because he's old enough to be your dad.
Yeah. I don't ship them, trust me, I don't. I have better Batman ships to fawn over.
Fair.
That's good.
Should I bring out the
made it.
list?
Yay, we made it through the
Not
sewer
right now.
with
Aw.
no problems to speak of.
Dang it.
But now we have new problems because this is around the time where going through some of the different sections of Arkham, Joker has given some of his boys some sniper rifles, so you're gonna have to take them out first before you can freely explore the sections.
Can we use the sniper rifle to take out the other
No,
snipers?
Batman doesn't use guns.
I was about to say,
I was
who
about
the
to
heck
say, who do you think we're playing
as?
as?
You both said that almost simultaneously, and I don't know, the freaking the new Justice League thingy led me to believe he's okay with using artillery.
No.
The one that's basically the Thomas Wayne Batman.
I love the idea that, from what I'm seeing, I love the idea that like later on in Batman's whole career, it's like guns are too precise and and you can confirm you've killed somebody with a gun. You can use as many explosives as you want, though. They're way too vague and generalized. You could like convince yourself that nobody was killed from one. At least according to Batman, with his overextensive use of explosives and explosive gel.
Yeah. But he only uses on walls, not people. Walls don't have feelings.
You can technically use it to, like, stun or disorientate foes, but it doesn't kill them. Again, non-lethal explosives.
Yep. Also, I have my list of ships.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
Don't worry, it's a
I
short
mean,
list.
Okay, good.
Short for pie's sake, sure.
Okay, let me read them out.
Go for it. We only have 8 minutes left of the video.
Alright, so I have Riddler and Scarecrow in general, Riddler and the Penguin, Catwoman and Batman, Harley Ivy and Poison Ivy, minus the Harley Quinn show. I have my two OC ships, but... Oh!
That's my bad.
I'm sorry. I would have loved if that. I know you would have sucked and it would have made you feel really upset, but I would have loved if that actually like game over you because he's just
No,
because it's
That
like
would be
Batman's-
beautiful.
Go ahead.
To Batman's credit, it does take it does take a handful of sniper rounds
Because-
to actually lower his health down.
Because I just imagine from the guy's perspective, he's looking around. It's like what happened with the Toad in Origami King that one time, where you're looking around and you just see, and just Batman's face filling the entire scope. He's like, oh.
Yeah, that's all the
Once-
ships I have. It's a small list. It's a small list.
No worries.
I'll give you credit. It was small. I'm kind of proud of you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. The fact that you can make your list smaller than the amount of tabs Sealy has open at a time is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Hey.
I gotta ask, how
On that note, let's get a new upgrade.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, special combo moves happening earlier is much better.
It looks like Batman was doing the splits. It looks like Batman was doing an elaborate
I'm sorry,
split.
Oh, hang on, guys. What are you saying, Sealy?
I said don't ask.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
okay.
kick and the way that kick was posed, and now makes me wonder if anybody's ever made a Smash Brothers mod where they replace Captain Falcon with a Batman model.
I'm sure it's happened before.
I'm sure.
It seems too easy.
The Batman Falcon.
I rather see Batman with the poses of Bayonetta if he could kick his legs that high.
I know someone made a mod of Waluigi over Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
I've always dreamed of being a pole dancer.
I know I've seen some pretty creepy mods in my day, like when somebody took all of Ganondorf's like skeleton
Animations
rigging
and put him over a Pikachu.
Pikachu. Mm-hmm. So it just stretched Pikachu out. It was really weird.
I think another weird one relating to Batman. It was in Arkham City with the side mission with Riddler. Someone switched out Catwoman's posing with Batman, and it worked in the cutscenes too. So Batman was talking as Catwoman, while Catwoman was talking as Batman.
I love that. I'm
It's
so,
like,
go
you're
ahead.
right. I think I chipped a nail back there.
I'm so sorry. I'm taking away a lot of the seriousness of it, but I love how cute Batman's whole system is. Like, if you were to ask him, like, how does the whole like, how the whole like HUD, the HUD color coding system works. It's like, how does this work, Batman? Bad people are red, good are blue.
I mean,
You're basically
Yeah.
you basically made him sound like Tazzer. It's like, Alfred, why will you bury me in the cold, cold ground?
Just punches him anyway.
No, that wouldn't be Batman. That would be Solomon Grundy.
That would be Grundy, actually. Yeah, holy crap.
Before or after he asks for new pants.
I'll leave that up to the fans' interpretation.
Why did he need? Why did he need?
It's a
pants?
Super Friends reference.
Oh gosh.
Take patient interview 20. Joker is more interesting than I.
They got a lot of these interviews, but I mean, I think they're really, I think they are fun, and they add a little, and it's a nice, colorful cast of characters. Like I'm finding myself caring more about these than your typical survival horror tape where it's just some random Joe Blow from like a gas station saying this stuff. It's like there's actual context to why they would have these things recorded in the first place, and they're fun characters.
Yeah, I will say that, like, as far as the tape goes, they don't have them for, like, every character that appears on here. Like, Bane doesn't have one for obvious reasons. And all the, like, miscellaneous characters, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they don't get one.
Nor
Like, only the characters that actually have, only the villains that actually have a purpose in the game.
right. Like, don't expect to see any of these things for, like, say, Doctor Strange or anyone like that.
Or
excuse
the
me,
Mad Hatter.
Hugo Strange. Or the Mad Hatter. Fucking Mad
That won't be
Hatter.
till Arkham City.
Yeah, I from what I've seen, the entire Arkham.
Okay,
the Arkham
this is
series-
something I'll admit. I was trying to find a particular riddle
what
there.
Jeez!
I forgot to take care of that sniper.
Oops.
I can't see.
I
it from
swear
here,
I'm
right?
the Batman.
So
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do.
I'm back. Mom wanted
Welcome
to
back.
speak
There
to
you
me,
are.
but I still have the recording going, so we're good.
No, it's okay. We just
No
got
worries.
shot at.
Oh.
But I was gonna say,
No.
yeah, but at the mention of Mad Hatter, like, yeah, I think from what I've been looking into so far, the Arkham series has done a pretty solid job of like giving some form of acknowledgement to almost everyone in like
Oh
you know
yeah.
Batman's like peanut gallery of goons.
Or just I call them pecans. Pecan seems more tasty.
Pecans.
Well, my mom brought home a pecan pie, so
Oh, I mean that would explain it.
I mean, that's fair. I would have honestly gone with Nutter Butters.
ooh, I love Nutty Buddies.
All Nutty Buddies are good.
I don't know about this hype. That guy walked a little dangerously close. You better show them safe social distancing. There you go.
Well, he's on a rope, so he'll hang in there.
Wow. Punch, just punch. No, don't give Pi the chance to have some artistic liberty with this.
Yeah.
That's a cool. Actually, that was a really fun dance pose you left him in. But no, I was just say, just punch him. No chance for
Yeah.
puns. Just punch him.
Well, he definitely broke
Yeah.
down with
I love
that.
how Logan and I were both like, wow.
Cause breakdance, breakdown,
He looked
eh?
more like a ballerina.
Oh, just pity laugh.
Oh, hey, it's some goons.
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful goons.
I wish we could. I wish we could throw the batarang through this thing.
Well,
Nah, you're gonna have to find another way into the building.
I'll
I
admit,
hope
I
he's-
actually never.
Go ahead, James.
I'll admit, I never actually did try the direct approach.
The direct.
Let alone, I've
approach.
never seen anyone take the direct approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some. That is something that I do really enjoy about the
Well, you're not
Arkham
going to
games.
seriously
Is
leave
that
that guy hanging, are you?
well, he's already dead.
Yeah.
So it's
No, that was a guard that they killed and strung up for like show.
Yeah.
it's like that's just tacky decor.
I don't think they care.
It's Arkham. It's all tacky.
I really, really hope those two guys stay in front of that force field just a little bit longer.
Don't worry, we'll get to them in a second. But I do want to say, just going back to like James talking about how like, well, I didn't think they had something for when you go to the front door. That's probably one of my favorite things about the entire Arkham series is that like they really have like a keen eye for attention to detail when it comes to a lot of things, and like. If you know where to look, there's actually like a lot of very amusing Easter eggs or like things that you could easily miss out on if you don't like take certain things and whatnot. I don't know how many more of them I show in this. I try to show as many as I can in a city though, but it's just it's just one of the things I do love about the series. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Next time we're gonna figure out what's in this building.
Yay!
Welcome to Arkham Mansion.
Le gasp. Oh well. In we go!